What I can tell you is that things have taken an even more dramatic turn this morning. But first, let's take a look at what the drivers are facing geographically. It's another high-speed start to proceedings with plenty of fast-flowing sections in Stage 9, Turkey, the end of which runs close to the main highway. Watch out for more big drops. Erak Alamir stages 10 and 14 is a real test. Potholes, blind crests, undulating corners and changing grip levels. Then another tight, twisty technical challenge in Shuna, stages 11 and 15. And then stage 12, the baptism site, very fast, running close to the border with the West Bank and Israel, finishing appropriately with a water splash. It's the start of day 2 of the Jordan Rally. Here's Paul King.
Rally leader Dani Sordo is already on his way into the stage. His teammate and championship leader Sebastien Loeb is waiting on the start line. The Frenchman is just 1.1 seconds behind coming into this stage, remember, and running second on the road this morning. He should have a slightly clearer line than Dani. There is some loose gravel around on this opening stage. Loeb is looking in determined mood then, so the pressure is building on his teammate Dani Sordo. The first of the Ford boys, Jari-Matti Latvala, has also got his second day underway. The Finn is still very much in touch with the two Citroens, just 7.4 seconds behind Loeb at the start of the day. But his flamboyant drifting style was beginning to lead to excessive tyre wear yesterday. He may need to tidy up his lines this morning. Back with Loeb now though, and judging from the early split times, he's made up a lot of time on Sordo. He's actually on course to smash the time set by his teammate. Yes, Loeb is on a mission this morning. The perfect start to his day, 9.2 seconds quicker than Dani, and he takes over the lead.
We pushed really hard. I have to take the lead today and try to do a gap. So I was on the limit everywhere.
Here's the last of that quartet challenging for the rally win, and Mikko Hirvonen is in the zone there on the start line. He made a conscious decision not to push yesterday to ensure he had a more favourable road position for these stages this morning. But looking at Loeb's stunning performance through there, has Mikko got his tactics right? There does appear to be a clearer line, but the extra grip hasn't given the Finn the advantage he'd hoped for. Looking at the early split times, he's going to get nowhere near Loeb's time. So far, his plan appears to be backfiring. Loeb's charge is all about building up enough of a buffer to keep his lead safe, and it's having the desired effect. By the end of stage 11, his advantage is up to over half a minute. An inspired run from the Frenchman. The drivers behind have just had no answer to his pace. He's now 34.1 seconds ahead of Sordo, but there is still only 4.3 seconds between second and fourth.
So, all going swimmingly for world champion Sebastien Loeb at the halfway point of Jordan Rally. But that's all about to change in dramatic and bizarre circumstances. Not so far from the Dead Sea, Loeb's rally has come to a dead end. The world champions had a crash, not in a stage, but on the road section after stage 11, colliding head-on with Citroën privateer Rautenbach on his way into stage 11. There's a curious Petter Solberg rubbernecking around the incident.
It happened that the way to come down from the stage and the way to go is the same, and Rautenbach, the other Citroën driver, came in front. A bit fast and okay, we just had a front accident. That's crazy for sure, but what can you do now? We are doing a nice rally, and we had the lead we wanted. I was really confident in the car, everything was okay, so not so good. The radiator is broken, so we cannot continue. Nothing, just we just can wait and go at home, I think.
It's a freakish incident, as we can see here in the reconstruction. Both drivers unsighted by a blind bend in a narrow stretch of road into and out of stage 11, proving that concentration on the liaison sections is as crucial as on the competitive stages.
And Citroen's own goal leaves us with a very different looking leaderboard, but at least they're still represented by Dani Sordo, who takes over as the rally leader. The Spaniard's under pressure to keep Citroen's Manufacturer Championship campaign on track, and his own hopes of a debut win are tantalisingly close. With the fastest time on stage 12, he's clearly responding well to the challenge at the moment. It's still all very close though, just 6 seconds separate the top three after just over 166 kilometres. After a well-earned break service, it's back to the stages in the hills above the Dead Sea, and what an intriguing afternoon ahead it is. With Dani Sordo just 0.7 of a second ahead, Ford's Flying Finns can sense their opportunity, and his closest rival, Latvala, has been in terrific form so far today. If he can beat that target time, he will move into the lead for the first time this weekend. Yes, that's a great drive from Jari Matti. He's now 3.9 seconds ahead of Sordo and takes over the provisional lead.
Second running through, and it's an hour fight for the lead, really.
Yeah, it is. It's an interesting battle now between me, Sordo and Mikko. So I tried to come as fast as I can, and a little bit wide, but much better than in the morning.
Hirvonen, though, is also on a charge. He began the stage 6 seconds behind Sordo, but this is looking like a terrific run through here, and he manages to move ahead of Dani too. He's now 0.4 of a second ahead of the Spaniard, and a good points haul could be ahead for the Blue Oval if positions stay the same. So it all changes on the leaderboard once again. It's now a forward 1-2 with Latvala 3.5 seconds ahead of his teammate Hirvonen. Sordo's third, just under 4 seconds behind the leader. The battle between the leaders has been so absorbing, we haven't had a chance to check on the runners further down the field for a while, so let's address that now. Chris Atkinson has long since conceded defeat in his pursuit of the pace setters, but the Australian is in prime position to snatch a podium place should any of the leading trio slip up.
And 4 left long, 48 left, 38.
Just under a minute behind Atkinson is young Estonian Ermo Aava, who's gone almost unnoticed, but driven a superb rally so far. It's the Citroen Privateer's second outing of the year, and if he can hold on to fifth, he'll achieve his best ever finish.
30, trampliin parema 5 plussiga, 40, trampliin vasaku 5 miinusega kohe.
Matthew Wilson is keeping the Brits represented on the leaderboard. He's kept his head again through Jordan's treacherous fast stages and is on course to claim a top 6 finish, despite losing his intercom on stage 11.
Danger right 3 minus, danger right 3 minus, 10 left 2 minus, loop there.
Although we can hear Scott Martin's crucial notes through the